Okay, fabulous. So it is week number 2 of our challenge, and I've gotten some interesting feedback, and a lot of people seem to like the labyrinth, as opposed to me, who didn't really like it very much. So yeah, thanks for the feedback. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. And today we're going to delve into a couple of other ones. How's it, Ash? How are you doing, sweetheart? Just let me know if you can hear me. Just give me like a heart or a thumbs up. So this week I'm going to focus on 2 more methods and share that with you. And then basically I will give you the play sheet again, just to give you the instructions, and you can add that onto the back of the other play sheet that you've downloaded at this point in time. Okay, so I think I'm going to first start with oracles, cards. Ash also loved the labyrinth. Thanks, babe. Cool. So this week what we're doing is we're looking at a heart opening meditation, and then the other thing that we're doing is we are looking at oracle cards. Now, if you are like me and you come from a staunch South African Afrikaans background, tarot and all that stuff was always like super mystical and evil and from the devil and stuff. I don't know, like there was just this stigma around it. And I remember it was about, it was 5 years ago when I first met someone who read oracle cards, and I picked these things up and it was so exciting and I absolutely loved it. And I remember sitting on Google for ages, and I was on Amazon and I was looking for my cards, and I felt like I was breaking the law. It was so weird. It's just like all my my issues about spirituality and everything came out there, where I realized how scared I was to actually try something new and actually start exploring something new. So it was quite interesting to see my reaction, like looking back now and knowing what I know, to the cards. And so I thought I'm going to put that in here because this is something that I use every single day of my life. There's literally, I travel with my cards. I just like, I love my cards. My cards are the way that my guides like to speak to me. My higher self likes to speak to me. So I'm absolutely super fond of cards. And there's nothing evil or satanic or devilish about cards. They are just a tool that we use to communicate with our higher selves and our guides and to get guidance, because that's why they call that. And then obviously you also oh yes, Ash, witchy judgments, beautiful. And then tarot is also another one. I don't use tarot a lot because I'm not well versed in it, but it is also something that you can do if you like doing tarot. Also a great way of getting your guidance from your tarot cards as well. So for me, it's just like you need to find a pack that resonates with you. And for me, when I go into the shop, and usually you get them at places like for the South Africans, Exclusive Books have got them. Most bookstores have got them. You can get them online. Amazon is fabulous for getting them. So, you know, cards are everywhere. You just need to basically go and put in oracle cards in the search engine, and zoop, it will come up for you. Something will be somewhere there. So I'm going to show you guys a few of mine. I counted this morning because I thought, let me bring some down just to show you. I think I'm on close to like 20 packs, so I might have a bit of a problem. It's like, I think when before I came on my spiritual journey, I used to buy shoes and handbags. Now I buy crystals and cards, so it's a little bit of a reverse problem, but I love it. So these are just ones that I use a lot. And this one for me, if you are a light worker and starting on your journey, oh, thanks, Ash, South Africans loot, fabulous. If you're starting on your journey, these are fantastic. They really, in terms of needing to express yourself as a light worker, needing to step into your power, these babies are fabulous. So I'm going to draw some cards for us just now. My unicorns. One of my great friends gave me this as a gift. Absolutely love these. Very practical. So I think what you need to do is also just have a look at what type of cards they are, because, you know, these I use for my like practical guidance. This stuff when I'm dealing with like issues around my work and stuff like that, I'll use them. This one, Magdalene Oracle. Oh my God, this kicked my ass in France big time. She went with to France. Hi, Lynelle. And she really, really like helped me put my journey into perspective. So every single day I used to draw a card with my friend. It was such a magical experience using these cards. For those of you who are into animals, I know my son loves these. So this is basically, I've given him this pack because this pack is all about power animals. So if you are more into the shamanic side of things and stuff, these are great. And they also, for me, if I keep on seeing the same animals and stuff in a week, then I love to use these because I can go and look in here, what does it actually mean? So say, like, I've been seeing a lot of ravens and crows and stuff like that. So I'll go in here and then I'll go and check, what does it actually mean? What's the universe trying to tell me? This pack is kick-ass, okay? If you are working with Mary Magdalene energy at any point or the Divine Feminine, this is one of the most beautiful decks, full of amazing information about all the different feminine deities, goddesses, historical figures that really made a difference in connecting us with the Divine Feminine. So this one also just depends on like where I am in my journey as well. And then, I love this one. I use this with my DNA activations, the Crystal Mandala Oracle. What this does is it also shows me crystals, and it shows you different archangels, ascended masters, all that you can work with. Beautiful messages, meditations also included in here. The reason I'm at the minute wearing this is because of this deck and what I'm working with. So a lot to do with just using the energy of the crystal and like beautiful messages. Alana Fairchild, she is one of my favorite deck people as well. I've got a couple of her decks. Just another one that I really love from her is the Lightworker Oracle. Now this one is insane, like seriously, hectically deep messages, very, very cool. So absolutely love that. Oh yeah, and then the same person, Rebecca, she brought out, this is her new deck, the Starseed deck. This is very cool, especially if you are working with Starseed high vibrational issues at the minute. This one is like a goodie as well. Okay, so, and I've then got a whole bunch of others, but these were just the ones that came down from downstairs. So what I do with the cards is I use them every single day and I make them part of my rituals and part of my routine. So if I feel like I need some guidance and I use them during my meditation. So for me, they like part and parcel, they get used every single day and I'll just use them. I then also use them during my meditation. So what I will do is I will, for instance, go and I'll say, okay, listen, I'm struggling with a certain issue at the minute. Take them out. Okay. I always tap my cards. This is like one of my weird things. So I don't know where it was, somewhere where when I learned to read cards, like someone said to me, if you tap them, you basically remove the energy, you reset them. So I've got this little habit. I always do this before I start, and then I shuffle them. Now what often happens is something will jump out or cards will fall out or whatever. The universe wants you to see. You never put a card back. You always take the first card that's in there and you take that card because that's your message. You do not put the card back, even if you don't like what it's saying, which happens quite often. So, okay, so I'm just going to say, I just want something for all of us. So let's see. Oh, this is a nice card. Fill up your well. Retreat, rest, refuel. Okay, for all of you who've been working like crazy people, spend some time. Actually, this is also for me because this is the second time today I've got a card about like resting and refueling. So, yeah, rest, refuel, and use this. Okay, so that's how I use them. Now, when I'm doing a meditation, thanks, Ash, knock the shizzles out of my decks. That's a cute way of putting it. Okay, so with my decks, so I will go and sit, do my breathing, get into my space, call in my guides, put my bubble around me, do my whole thing that I do. And then I will go and I'll ask a question. Okay, so then I'll get into the space and I'll ask my question. So say I want to know what is best for me now and what I need to connect with. I'll then do my card, get my card out. I'll see what the message is. Basically, I then connect with that message and I basically hold it in my space, in my intentions, in my heart. And then I will basically just connect with that. And then I will spend the next 5 minutes just saying to the universe, show me what I need to see. What I often do is I will have like music playing in the background or whatever, and I'll set my timer again for 5 minutes, and I just allow whatever needs to come in to come in. So I make very sure that I create the distinction in my head between my ego coming in and like what my guidance is. So make sure I drop into my heart, okay? I'm going to show you guys how to drop into your heart just now, because you can combine this with the heart meditation that I'm going to show you after this one. Okay, so you take that guidance and you're basically holding it, and then you see whatever comes up for you when you are in your heart space. Okay, so that will give you the guidance. And in turn, you're also doing your 5 minutes of like making your energy come down, expanding your energy for the day, really getting yourself set up for the day. Okay. And then basically I'll be in that space, and then I'll ground myself when I'm done, and I'll basically end it off just like I do with all the other ones. So yeah, if you have a pack at home, use it this week, try it. Otherwise, get yourself a pack, or you get stuff, you get apps on your phones as well. So that's very cool. And you also get some of the authors have got like free ones. What's it, Colette? I think it's Colette Barton Reed. She's got really cool ones online that you can just like scroll through there. So you don't even have to go and buy a pack. You just basically look at her packs for free online. I'll post her details in the thread as well. So that's very cool. So there's loads of opportunities. You don't necessarily have to go and spend money even. You can just go and look for free oracle card readings as well. And then just choose one and use that to guide yourself, because also what you're trying to do with your meditations is you're trying to give yourself peace of mind. You're trying to get yourself some guidance. You're trying to basically pull yourself towards yourself. That's the whole point of meditation, because we end up being very scattered in life. We end up being very all over the show. And what the meditation does is it pulls us back towards ourselves, okay? It puts us back into our heart so that we can basically be in that space every day of working from our heart, okay? So that we're choosing our higher guidance, we're choosing our intuition every day. And that's what this whole process of meditation does for us. It basically amalgamates and brings you back to yourself. Okay, so yeah, this is my card, Love. And I'm glad I get to share my vice with you guys as well, my honest confessions of a card addict. So anyway, but also like for me, just daily, even if I don't meditate on the cards, I just, in the mornings when I wake up, I draw a card for myself. It sort of sets my tone for the day. I mean, even this week, I've literally drawn the same thing 3 times in a row, so that I'm going, okay, you guys are trying to really, really tell me something. And it was different packs, same theme. So I'm going, okay, I need to look into this because someone's trying to tell me something here. So I need to start following my guidance. Okay, so you'll see, like, if you really allow it, it opens up your radars. It opens up your ability to start looking out for stuff. Okay, it's literally like, it's one of those synchronicity things that I love. So yeah, just try it. It's good for you, believe me. Okay, cool. Then the next one that I want to speak about is heart opening. Okay, so this one for me is when things get hectic and I feel really overwhelmed and I'm going through some tough stuff or whatever. This helps me to see myself and get myself back into that space of reconnection, okay? So I literally use this when I'm feeling overwhelmed. You can do this at any stage. You don't just have to do this in the mornings. I use it very often during the day if things are getting a bit hectic or I'm getting a bit anxious or whatever. It's basically, for me, it's like, I call it heart opening, so that I can be in that space of just allowing in what needs to come in, and like calling in the wisdom that I have within myself, the calm that I have within myself, and then just allowing that to spread out into my energy field. So I'm going to explain to you guys how to do it, and then I'll take you through it now so that you can experience it as well. So again, we go through our first few steps, do your prayer, do your protection bubble, do your whole thing, and then we ask our question. Okay, so please help me to just feel calm today. Please help me to reconnect with myself again today. Whatever your question is, you just state that, okay? And then I always think it's a good idea just to have your journal handy when you're meditating, because so often I get like these insane things that come through, or ideas or whatever, and then my journal needs to be there so that I don't forget them, because by the time you leave your room and you're downstairs or wherever you are, everything's flown out your head because you started thinking about other stuff again. So keep your journals handy, because they are absolutely vital when you start meditating, because you get beautiful messages as well. So then the first step for me is I basically go through visualizing myself connecting with Mother Gaia and really seeing as I breathe in. So I take this breath in, but I see myself breathing in this light. So this absolute light from Mother Gaia, and I can see it coming right up from her. And I breathe it in to my heart, and then I sigh it out. And I literally go, so it's like, okay. And I basically do that so that I can feel that vital force energy coming into my body. So it's almost like you can feel the cells. If you really concentrate and really focus on it, you can start feeling the cells in your body. It's almost like they start activating. Okay, so it's just like visualize yourself pulling that light in. That's the first step. The second step is then I visualize myself pulling in this cosmos light, the light from the cosmic realms, and I then go, okay, and it's like I can see it coming through my crown as I'm even doing it now with you guys. Like it's almost like it starts tingling up here. So it's like I'm inviting the light of the cosmos, I'm inviting it into my being, and then I also bring it into my heart space, because what I'm wanting to do is I'm anchoring myself in the light from Mother Earth, in the light from the cosmos, and I'm merging the two, and I'm keeping it right here in my heart. So you guys know I speak a lot about my heart space, and it's literally this cavern that I carry within myself. It's like the universe. So I visualize it as this big ball of space in my chest, and there is where everything comes together for me. So I bring in light there, I bring in whatever there, I look for stuff there. That's where my wisdom sits, everything. So you keep on doing this, even if you have to do it 5 or 6 times. For me, because I practice it so often, I do it like once up, once down, and I'm good, I can start. But when you're starting out, do it as many times as you need to. In the beginning, I was doing it like 3-4 times, because I want you to experience your body actually feeling that light coming in, actually feeling those, like your cells are starting to move. It's like feeling it, okay? And then put all of your attention into that heart space, and then I start taking the energy out, okay? I literally then take it and I see it as like a big flower, like a big rose, and I just see it opening up, that light coming together, and then I just start pushing it out. And I visualize my light bodies, okay, and all my energetic bodies. So my mental body, my physical body, my emotional body, my spiritual body, the auric fields here, everything. I basically just visualize it going out, 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 and then all the way out to here, just beyond my fingers. And I'm sitting in this light. So I'm literally sitting in that energy, and I'm just allowing myself to be, okay? Sometimes I take it out to the universe. It depends on what I feel like. But for you guys, while you're practicing this, I just want you to sit in this energy, okay? And I want you to be. So just be in that energy, be in that light, be in that space, and just feel what you feel. And the thing is, with the heart opening, it brings you back to you. It just puts you down, and then you're there, and you're like floating. You're just not allowing anything in. If thoughts come in, just let it out, whatever. But you literally just in that suspended space, okay? It's like what I like to call, it's like the void. You're in the void, and you're just like there, and you're just allowing this, and you've got this light, you're held by this beautiful light, and you just allow that, okay? And also, if you want to, you can then see, is there anything in my light field there? Is there blocks? Just let the light go to the block. I can see, like, say, for instance, in my solar plexus, there's something there. I can feel it feels uncomfortable. I can feel there's something out here. And just, just tune into it. Just be in that field. You don't have to know what it is. You don't have to have any attachment to it. Just send the light to it. Just do that. Just let it go there, okay? And connect with your heart. Listen to the messages of your soul. Listen if there's anything coming up, any softness, any words, anything, and just allow that to be. we want to be in the space of being, because we don't allow ourselves to be anymore. We're not allowing ourselves just to be in the energy of the now. Okay, the now is the most important thing. So just allow yourself to be there. There's no like mission. We're not going any. We're just being. Okay, I'm listening. Do I hear anything? Sometimes I don't hear anything. Sometimes I'm just there so that I could be in that space of going, ta-da, that's it. Okay, nothing more, nothing less. And then obviously when you're done, I have to usually set a timer for this one as well. So I'll do like 5 minutes or whatever. Because otherwise I can get like a little bit spacey and like I leave my body and stuff like that. But just see, like, you know, just like where you go, where you travel, what you fancy doing, just being in that beautiful container of light and space. Okay. Then you basically, when you're done, ground yourself again, say thank you, and you finish it. Okay. So yeah, for me, that's really cool. So I think if I can get you guys to then just follow me now, and I'm going to go into it, and we're basically just going to replicate this, and then, yeah, see what it feels like. Okay. And I'm not going to do any light language because I don't want you to think you have to do that, because that's my thing and I do it, but it doesn't have to be your thing. Okay. So we're basically going to, I'm going to talk you through this. First, get quiet. I want you to call in your angels, guides, masters, beings of light. And just breathe in and out, just to calm yourself down. So you get into that space of just being really calm, calling in your angels, and just really feeling yourself relaxed. Putting everything outside, just giving yourself grace for the next few minutes just to be in this space. Okay. And if you have any questions you want to ask, you can ask it now. Set your intention. My intention is just to be today. So I'll just allow myself to be. Now visualize yourself connecting with Mother Earth and pulling up that beautiful white light straight through your legs all the way into your heart. So see yourself, and actually an audible breath in and sigh it out. Okay, and that string of light, it stays there. Okay, it doesn't go anywhere. You're starting to connect yourself to Mother Earth. Now I'm going to breathe in the light of the cosmos, and I'm breathing in and out. Okay, now we're going down again, back to Mother Earth. We're going to do this 2 more times, and we're going to go in, sigh it out, and then again from the cosmos, bring that light down through your crown, down to your heart, and out. One last time, up from the earth, through your legs, all the way into your heart. Breathe it in, hold it, and out. All the way up, bring that light down into your heart and out. Now connecting yourself with your beautiful space, heart space. See that light in there. And then just allowing yourself to open it up. So visualize that beautiful flower, that rose opening up, and that light just filling the space around you. Just being in this beautiful bubble of light. Just take a quick looky around within yourself. If there's anywhere that you need to send extra light to, anywhere, just some healing from your heart. Just send that now. No attachment to it. We're not trying to heal anything here. We're just basically sending light and smoothing out the energy. Okay. And now I just want you to be there for a few seconds. Just to feel. No overthinking, just stay out of your head. Just be. Now visualize yourself pulling your energy back, straight into your heart space. And then see yourself grounding your energy back into Mother Earth, growing your roots into her. Seeing yourself completely stable. Okay. And then thanking your guides, your higher self. And then you can open your eyes. Okay. Cool. So you see how nice that feels. It's like, I could just be in that for hours and hours. Okay. So if you get any messages, whatever, you just need to write that down. Okay. So for me, it's just really important to start experimenting with all these things, see what makes you feel good, and then eventually by next week you can start tailor making something that feels nice for you and something that feels like it resonates, and you can play with it. You can use different things depending on where you are each week. Okay, so that's it for this week. What I'm going to do now is I will send out the email to all of you guys with the links for the play sheet. I will also send a replay out. And yeah, and then next week we'll meet again for the last session with the last bunch of thingies that I want to show you guys. And then after that, we'll also be announcing the winner of the super duper prize that I will be handing out next week as well, for joining the challenge. So yeah, so just have a looky around this week, see what you can find. Let me know about the cards and stuff. And Google is your friend, so make sure you go and check out where you can find any oracle cards that resonate with you. For me, it's usually when I choose them, I stand there and I go, like, my heart is just like that one. Like, literally, my hand will go to the first pack. It's a bit like choosing crystals. You'll just know when you find your pack. And then eventually, over a period of 5 years, you'll have 20 packs. So never a dull moment. Awesome. Have a beautiful day. And I look forward to connecting with you again next week. Thank you.